Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we got to know the grieving mother a little better, and now we are once again exploring the town. We're here in the Curriery. Hello there, sir.
Well met, friend.
Okie doke. A sturdy, broad-shouldered man wipes his hands on his slacks. He reeks of the same foul compound wafting from the vats, and his arms are stained with dye. You looking to purchase some leather? Show me what you have for sale. Rumbold mentioned something about an ogre. What's in the collapsed tower? Have you seen Nefri and Orlan from Defiance Bay leave? We'll see what he has for sale first. Show me what you have for sale. Okay. Anything? Ooh. Oh. That might come in handy. I will remember that you have that. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, he wipes a splotch of dye from his elbow with his shirt tail. Something else you need? Rumbold mentioned something about an ogre. He's hardly talked about anything else since those pigs of his went missing. The whole town's been worried about that monster. People are starting to see shapes in their windows at night, hear it growling and the snoring of their mates. It would put a lot of minds at ease if someone got rid of it. He scrapes at red pigment under his fingernails. I sometimes venture into the wilderness, collecting ingredients for my dyes, mind you. I've seen tracks east of here, near the river, that couldn't have been anything else. What's in the collapsed tower? It's collapsed. Nothing. He rolls his eyes and shrugs. A few hides on stretching racks, and the tool stench Dengler's always grumbling about. The rest of the keep's dust, just like that fool lady Thanu who tried to hold it. There's a bard at the inn who'll tell you the whole blazing story if you want to hear it. Okay, we might as well ask about this. Have you seen Nefri? An Orlan from Defiance Bay? I make it a point to keep out of other people's business, okay? Fair play. Fair play, sir. That is theft. I'm not one for chit-chat, godlike. Speak to Teagle if you've got questions. Dyes fill the wooden vats. They smell of dung and plant matter. And then we have... Oh. Okay. Stay out of my private quarters. That goes for you and Harren's bootlickers. I get the feeling... I get the feeling that, if the lady that, Harren's men, if she is here, I get the feeling that she's probably back there. Okay. Okay, so we may have found where that lady's hanging out at.
Good day, stranger.
Yes. She just one of her bandages. Anything else I can do for you? I've got some handy ointments if you're braving the road anytime soon. I'm looking for an Orlan named Nefri. I did see an Orlan lady heading into the Drakajan just the other day. She points across the road at a large building. Don't know what her name was, but she was acting real sneaky-like. Farewell. Okay. Good to know. Also. Yeah, show me. Hinder's Apothecary. Now, is this your house? Is this your house, or are you just setting up shop here?
There's something you don't see every day.
Okay. Hello? A ledger lies open on the desk. It lists purchase and sales amounts of various alchemical ingredients and concoctions. Okay, so this is what's-her-face's.
Be cautious.
House.
Be constant.
Why are you? Yeah, I'm just... What are we keeping in here?
Mm-hmm. There. What did I tell you?
Okay, yeah, we're not gonna steal while there's a guy right there. That is daft.
Sure.
I guess he's a friend of Hinder's. I guess they're mates, maybe. He's looking after her house while she goes out to sell her wares. Okay, yeah, the armory. Let's see. Do you have any good shit to buy? I know I've been neglecting people's armor. I know that damn well. Like, I'll always remember to upgrade people's weapons over time, but the armor, I get so used to being like, that's what they look like. That's what they look like. They don't need to change. Okay, there's another.
I'll see what I can find.
Hello, don't mind me. I'm just looking for anything you have hidden. Okay. Yeah, but there's another backer. Hello.
Well met, friend.
A portly, smiling man stands behind a warped wooden counter, polishing a buckler. He looks up. Haven't seen you before. Always glad to see a new face in town. Company's good for business, and chatter's good for the soul. That's what I always say. Anyhow, what can I do for you? What's going on in Dyrford? Oh, we're a quiet little town. Not much happens here. Especially not since the legacy hit. People realised they couldn't have babies and just stopped trying altogether. And that takes a lot of excitement out of the day-to-day, if you can believe it. Show me what you have for sale. Okie doke. Ooh. The Hours of St. Rumbold. Ooh. Oh, hello. It looks pretty. It looks pretty. And it's from the failing. I need this. I need this. Okay, one second. Ooh. Hello. This is something else. Something else from Old Valia, but only usable by paladins. Okay, that could be good for Pelagina, an office in the Darkosi Palladini of Old Valia first wore these. It was said that those under her command knew her by the sound of her approach and stood a little straighter in her presence. She was known throughout the order for her inspirational leadership. Okay. Only usable by chanters. Okay, so something for Kana, perhaps. Dwarven chanters of the White March are said to have mastered projection techniques to such a degree that they can trigger distant avalanches with their voice. Maybe it's... Kana, do a thing! I've caused an avalanche 4 miles away. Great, thanks, Kana. Thanks. Whether or not this specific rumour is true, they are known to chant between peaks and across rugged valleys, exchanging messages with their brethren across great distances. This amulet was forged by an ancient order of druids in the White March, precursors to the Ethic Knoll of Twin Elms. It was worn and passed down from one watchman to the next, men and women who stood guard atop the high peaks, ready to warn their fellows of approaching armies. Ooh. Now, don't mind if I do. Just in case. Just in case we need to light anything. Oh, fuck. Okay, so damage reduction is 8 on Jack of Wide Waters. +2 athletics. Okay, well, what is... I don't know, but that's so pretty. That's so... What? I wish I could see what it looked like. You know what? Fuck it. We've got the money for it. Fuck it. Ximena wants some pretty clothes, okay? Like, that's... They're exactly the fucking same! I should have trusted my gut. I should have trusted my gut. I mean, we could put this on, One second. Let me see with you. Then again, this is also... That is also 8. Oh, damn. I mean, to be... As I said, I've got plenty of money. I've got plenty of money, so, like, if I've wasted it, so be it. So be it. It's fine. Oop. Excuse me, there we go. There we are. Okie doke. Okie doke. Now then, thank you kindly. And I think I'm gonna leave the inn till last. It seems like there's a couple of things in the inn, so I'm just gonna hold off on that. Yeah, I don't believe we can go in either of these buildings. We cannot. We also have the mill. Yes, the mill! Oh, if there's something you're not telling us, you'll do what? Your lord's fancy pedigree doesn't mean anything here. Okay. Yeah, the villagers, I'm... One second. Who was it? Yes, you. I thought it was his niece. I could be misremembering that, but I thought it was Lady Eilis was his niece. But okay, it's his daughter. I wonder, is it going to turn out that this guy is abusive? She's come here basically, like, it's not that she's been kidnapped or out like that, or she's throwing like I'm a strong, independent woman, father, I'm going to do what I like, da-da-da-da-da, and he's like, but darling, we live in a world where there are dragons. We live in a world where there are dragons, you're wandering straight into a dragon's cave, lovey, stop it, like, I'm kind of getting the feeling that it's not going to be that, and it's going to be she's arrived in this place, like, my father beats me, like, can someone please help? And the villagers have all gone, oh my god, this poor lass, we're gonna circle the wagons around her, we're gonna make sure that she's free. Like, I'm wondering if that's what's happened here. I'm getting a bad feeling about that. I'm getting a very bad feeling. Oh. Cevestin, put the blade down, boy. You scarcely know how to hold it. Hey, help me, please, they're insane! One of the paladins takes a step aside, swiveling to face you and Eska both. He sizes you up with a lazy sweep of his eyes. Well, who's this? Ah, the foreigner. You'll have to wait your turn. We have a contract to wrap up. Kern sent me. Step away from him. Contract, I saw some of your handiwork back in Whitestone Hollow. Kern sent me. He laughs. Did he? How much did he buy you for? He can't have offered very much. He didn't have to, benevolent. Stay silent. Not really. No. Ooh. I mean, we are being paid. We are being paid. He didn't have to pay me anything. I'm here out of the goodness of my heart. Fuck that noise. I'm just gonna stay silent. Please, don't let them do this. Eska here can tell you, Kithult and Stalwart love their petty feuds, forever at each other's throats. Add a little dirt and steel into the mix, and you have a great many jealous neighbours. But if a nice family like this one ends up on pikes, maybe they'll sit down to discuss things the next time around. I see some sense in that. You're insane passionate. I'm sure the town guards will see it that way. No need for excuses. I kill people all the time. Well, that's a flimsy justification for murder. Rational. You're a drunk. You used a drunk man as an excuse for bloodshed. You're pathetic. Okay, so this is... Yet you really didn't give a shit about Kern. You just wanted to further your own goals here. I am drawn to number 5. However, here's the thing, Ximena definitely has killed people for less. Like, she's killed people because, yo, the Dominells told me to. I'm not, as a rule of thumb, I'm not an assassin for hire. I'm a con artist, that's kind of my gig. However, I wanted to get in good with the Dominells, so, like, I've killed people because they told me to, so, like, it seems a little like, oh, that's a flimsy justification for murder. What's your justification for killing that Crucible Knight? Oh, like, I don't want to answer that. So I'm not feeling number 5. I'm not feeling number 5. Not number 1, 3, or 4. It's between you're insane and you used a drunk man as an excuse for bloodshed. You're pathetic. I I get this. This guy is sounding pretty crazy. You're insane. Might 11. A show of force impresses like nothing else. Not that you'd know, I suppose. Hey, we might not be strong, but like... Ximena might not be strong, but she's smart and perceptive, and she can talk her way out of shit. These sadistic games are beneath you. Are they? It doesn't sound like it. Leave him alone, Cevestin. I've been asked to save Eska. You won't stop me. What if I hire you and say, I'm not spending money on you. Come and face a worthy opponent. I suppose you have a point. Yo, we've been hired. Like, so we found out that all these people had died. We went back to Kern, and Kern was like, yo, please save Eska. Please save Eska. And he's gonna pay us. So, like, we've been hired to save him. I've been asked to save Eska. You won't stop me. All right. You have my attention. Kill her first. Yeah, no. Yeah, everyone. Let's just get in there.
Hey there.
Girl, you move to the side. Who are our ranged people? You move over here. You are also ranged. Go. Okay, yeah, get in there. I need you all to intercept as quickly as possible, if you please. Get in there. Mender, Scout. More Paladins. Okay. Ooh, hello there. And now we get to see how well we do without Durance. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. And that's... And then... Oh, she's going down. She's going down. Okay, buddy. Yeah, that's the devil. You're there, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, the devil is down. The devil is down, okay. Madam, I have no clue. You just do whatever you want, madam. You just do you. I've set her to crowd control, so hopefully, let's... You know what?
Take worth and rock!
Let's also... Do you want to know? Okay, yeah, Cevestin is down. Okay, good stuff.
Hey there.
You only have one of those left. How? I guess you all haven't rested recently. That's probably right. Probably why. Do you want to Adia's doing fine. Adia just got a pillar dropped on him. He's fine. He's reeked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Take him out. Come on. There we go. Everyone on you. Let's help out Adia. And then everyone on you. There we go. Eska stares at the fallen paladins. The dagger trembles in his hand. They told me they killed my parents. Is that true? I'm sorry, Eska. At least you survived. Hope that you're in the will. If I remember right, he's a teenager. He's a wee lad. He's a wee lad. I'm sorry, Eska. I feel his heart breaking. This is a wound that does not heal. I never believed Kern would stoop to this, that rotten bastard. Eska turns his head away, fists clenched. You hear a stifled sob. Yeah, this, I will say, it does seem like Kern didn't intend for any of this. Kern was just, he was just whinging at a bar, and this guy overheard and was like, aha, I can use this to further my own cause. Kern sent me. He didn't intend for anyone to get killed. Who cares what he intended? That's... I'm going to see it. He regrets everything he's done. That's the spirit. Revenge is what started all of this. Good for you. Starting to regret saving you, kid. Yeah, this is, I get, if you go back there and you kill him, like, oh yeah, Ximena saved me so that I could get revenge, the villagers are gonna look at me and like, well, why didn't you stop him from doing this? Why didn't you stop him from doing this? We kind of have to intervene because, again, we need them to provide us with troops. Revenge is what started all of this. Oh, it's going to finish all of this too. Here, I'm grateful you saved me. I am. I just wish you'd turn up sooner. Still moderate positive. Oof. Return to Kern.
Sure.
Oh dear. Ooh. Well, hello there. Now, if you don't mind me, I am going to... Oh, resolve +4. Ooh. Yeah, lots of good shit. Thank you kindly.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
Sure.
Anything else or just this? A balloon. Don't mind if I do. It's stealing, but there's no one here to see it. Yoink. The mill slowly grinds away at a trough of grain. Okay. Okay. There we go. Out we are. Yeah, Eska's gonna return to Kern. I'm concerned about this. I'm concerned about this. We'll as I said, we're currently
for the
focused.
Dukes of the Valian Republics, huh?
Ah, for as long as they will allow.
Must be nice always knowing who you're supposed to serve.
Well, there are 5 of them, but even so, knowing who is easier than knowing how.
Yep, fair play. Fair play, lovey. Yeah, I'm not going to return to Kern just yet, as I said. I'm going to do the next main quest. In this recording batch, I'm going to do the next main quest. There will be limited distractions. I'm not going to say no distractions. There are always distractions. Always. I can't help myself. Oh, this is lovely. This is a very nice tavern. Ooh. Sid, hi there. This table has been scarred and stained from decades of use. Ooh. The portrait depicts a man and a woman dressed in Aedid garb that would have been in style a century ago. The heavy frame has been battered, and the plate the plate that once bore the patron's name has been scratched out. They share a passionate embrace which seems at odds with the disgust on their faces. I look passionate, but we hate each other. I don't give a damn. Just look passionate.
I just want to find her. Surely even you can understand that.
We're decent folk, my lord. Perhaps you should leave and check the wilds.
Yeah, I'm thinking this isn't going to be as simple as like, oh, his daughter's like been kidnapped, or she's just wandered off. She has an adventurous spirit and blah 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 blah. I'm thinking that like he's abusive. She's told everyone he's abusing me, he's beating me, he's hurting me, and they've gone, right, lovey, don't worry. Like, we may be simple folk. We may just be farmers and random peasants, but we ain't gonna let some lassie get her ass beat by her dad. Fuck that noise. I'm thinking that's what's gonna be happening here.
Welcome.
Hello there. Oh, this is the bard. Okay. A redhead stands by the fire, turning her lute and plucking at strings. She hums snatches of a melody as she goes. First time at the Dracogen. Normally I'd have a song ready, but I haven't quite worked out the tune yet. I'm writing some chants about the founding of this inn. Say, you interested in the story? I haven't finished the chants, but I could tell you about it all the same. Yeah, please. Sure, let's have it. Pallegina rolls her golden eyes and exhales for an excessively long time through her nose. Bitch, listen to the story. It was built in the time of Hadrat's rebellion. An Adiran Lady Thanu, once had a keep here. One of the towers still stands, but the rest is said to be buried under the village. Anyway, she stuck to the side of the Empire, and a contingent of Duke Hadrat's Knights of the Crucible helped the farmers and colonists in the area turn her rubble to keep. Turn her keep to rubble, there we go. I'm sorry. I can't read today, I do apologise. This inn was the first building that sprang up from the ruin. Built with some of the same bricks the colonists had pulled from the Lady Thanu's castle, they say. Supposedly, the quarterstaff of her chief wizard even got lost in the construction, mortared into a wall nailed under a floorboard. Anyway, the inn was supposed to be a haven and meeting place while the locals built their new town. Go on. What do you mean what do you mean supposed to be? I take it something went wrong. What's a Lady Thanu anyway? Oh my god, why am I... What brain? We're not hungry. We're not dehydrated. Brain, why can't you read? Brain, what is that? I don't even have a headache. Normally I would expect this of like, oh, I've got a migraine. That's why I'm struggling to read. No, my brain is clear and happy. Brain, why can't you read? On second thought, let's finish this later. No. What's a Lady Thanu? A Thane or Thanu is a man or woman who's part of the military elite. A knight, if you will. Typically, the position is inherited. A Lord Thane or Lady Thanu owns land and also commands several unlanded Thanes. The woman who last held the keep here came from a long line of landed Thanes. Okay, I thought that was her name. Okay. I take it something went wrong. Deerwoodens are an ornery lot, and the more these new neighbours met, the more they argued. They realised they didn't agree on much beside ousting the old lord. The biggest divide was over the Glanfathans and their nearby ruins. Hadrat's Knights and their supporters wanted to keep the peace, but a group of misfits with more anarchic leanings that had formed in town wanted to go after the tribes the same way they'd gone after their lord. Soon the villagers were fighting with each other as much as with the Adirans. In the end, memories of the Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees were fresh enough that the Duke's soldiers won the day. Most of the other villagers came around eventually, but some of the core troublemakers left to join the front lines of the War of Defiance, and others, I heard, found their way into the Guided Compass, the most forward-looking of the Glanfathan tribes. I don't know if I believe that part myself, but it makes a good story. She points to the east wall. There's a portrait of one of the chief rebel-rousers and his rival in the peacekeeping faction. Someone's idea of a joke. I don't think they were particularly amused. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. I want to hear about the Broken Stone War. That was the first major conflict between the original Adiran settlers and the Glanfathans. Happened 3 years into the colonisation when some farmers knocked over an Adra menhir that was part of an Ingwith in ruin. The war didn't last long, but it spread quickly and claimed thousands. In the early weeks, most of the colonists didn't even realise there was a war going on until the Glanfathan raiders hit their village. There'd been small spontaneous skirmishes between the colonists and the locals before then, but this was organised, and it was the start of decades of violence between the colonists and the Glanfathans. As you can see, Deerwood's full of history, even in little villages like this. Tell me about the War of Black Trees. It started back in the colonial days, almost 30 years after the Broken Stone War. Even though isolated conflicts still broke out between the settlers and the Glanfathans, both sides had officially agreed to peace. Edrank Hadrat, Admeth's father, was Gref at the time. As part of the peace negotiations, he'd signed treaties prohibiting Adiran colonists from looting Engwithan ruins. However, he'd been unable to outlaw the use of oh my god, brain. I'm so sorry about this. I have no idea what the issue is. I have no idea why my brain has just noped out of this conversation. I do apologise. However, he'd been unable to outlaw the use of captured Glanfathans as slaves. I see what's a graph. We've seen, like, it's a leader. It's a leader. Still, again, we're getting actual knowledge from someone who, you know, is from here. This is their culture. Like, it would be good to hear that perspective. What's a gref? A gref is the governor of a colony and is subservient to the Adiran Empire. Adiran Emperor. The early leaders of the Adir colony in the Deerwood, including Edrang and Admeth Hadrat, were grefs. At the start of the War of Defiance, Admeth Hadrat declared himself Duke of an independent Dyrwood rather than Gref of the Emperor's colony. It was the same term used for leaders of the newly independent Valian republics. Anyway, we haven't had a Gref since. I see. Indeed, the taking of Glanfathan slaves had continued to be a source of conflict. It came to a head when Imperial agents, aided by certain Earls in the Dyrwood, began looting the ruins again. See, the Empire had never actually agreed to Hadrat's treaties on the matter, and the recent succession of the Valian republics likely left them eager to weaken Hadrat's position. There goes my timer. The looting sparked a brutal slave uprising and a guerrilla campaign among the Glanfathans. Edrang Hadrat was too old to lead forces into battle, and so he sent his son, Admeth. Admeth made a costly but effective decision that ended the war faster than anyone could have imagined. He burned the forest near the Iron River to keep the Glanfathan warbands from retreating. Thousands of Glanfathans died, and as Admeth repeated his scorched earth tactics in the following months, he wore down the remainder of their forces. To this day, over 150 years later, there are still sections of the Dyrwood where the trees are nothing but bare charred trunks. Ooh, farewell. Interesting. Okay, I'm glad we got that history lesson. In the next episode, we will have a talk to the barkeep and Dengler. Your name is Dengler. That is a beautiful name. That is a lovely, not humorous in any way, shape or form name. And then we'll go speak to Lord Harrond over there. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, The Named User, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.